So today I am making you guys a video I don't know what I'm making a video for, but I'm making a video and I thought today I would talk about like my motives and also some news in regards to my social media stuff. So yeah. So I'm going to start with talking about my social media. So if you haven't been following me already, or if you haven't been keeping up with what I've been posting on social media, mainly on my Instagram, Zoe Alexis Wong, I have been going back to that account and posting a lot of my current experiences in eating disorder recovery. If you don't know already, just a quick little recap, I had a big shift in my life. I moved with my family to Orlando from Miami. It's not necessarily a huge move, but it impacted me in a way that it somehow brought me to fall into a relapse, and it has thus brought me to this point that I am sharing with you now. So given what has happened and knowing and acknowledging that I have relapsed and that I am suffering and battling through an eating disorder once again, I this time have made the decision, along with my family and my doctor, to seek professional help and to seek treatment. And I start tomorrow, so I'm kind of scared. I am also kind of hopeful that I can gain some sort of insight as to things I can do and practices I can implement in my life to help strengthen my inner being, to help her come out, and to kind of put those eating disorder related thoughts to the side. What I'm hopeful for, I know starting recovery over again, kind of. I know the first time I didn't really fix the mental part, I really only fixed the physical part, so I'm hoping this time around I can fix the mental part as well. That being said, I have also made the decision myself to disable my vegan and plant-based lifestyle account for now. I'm doing that because I'm finding it hard to continue to praise and preach and share the beauty and the abundance of a plant-based lifestyle when I'm currently still struggling and with my relationship with food. And I think I need to focus on that more before I can share it with everyone else. And I'm not saying I'm not vegan, because I am still vegan, but I don't want to be giving advice to people on how they can incorporate it into their lives if I have not yet perfected, or not even perfected, but just gotten accustomed to doing it in a healthy way. I am still going to do my best to keep you guys updated and to still share my life and how I'm doing through my recovery and self-love and health, whatever you want to call it, other account, Zoe Alexis Wong, which is my main one before I made the other one, but I'm kind of hopping back to this one for now, because I kind of think in the time that I'm in right now, this season, is what I heard someone call it once, and I like calling it that now, the season I'm in kind of calls for the kind of support that I do receive from my recovery and self-love account, so I'm floating towards that one more in this moment. And then who knows, maybe in a month or two I might enable the other one and hop back to that one, because I'm able to share with you guys all that I've learned and I'll have a better understanding of the vegan lifestyle and be able to better share it with you guys in ways you can incorporate it into your life too. Next, I also wanted to talk about recovery and starting my motives for going into recovery. I will tell you guys already that I am very excited to recover, because I don't want this around for the rest of my life. I don't think anyone does. But I am also scared because, yet again, I am flooded with the fear of weight gain. And that stretches a very, 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 very long, that's a very long story as to why I am afraid to gain weight. But I would probably save that for another video if I do a whole video on how I got an eating disorder. But right now, I can sympathize with many people in eating disorder recovery who are scared to gain weight. I understand where you're coming from. I'm feeling that exact same way now. But what I think we all have to understand is that we've trained our minds to think that gaining weight's a bad thing. And we've put that thought so much that we've avoided the truth and the fact that not all weight is bad. We need weight to allow our liver to function, to allow all of our organs to operate optimally, to be able to do things. And when you're gaining that back, you're gaining your life back. You're not, I don't know what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is not all weight gain is bad weight gain. And the sooner we get that into our minds, the better. And I think for me especially, it's hard to commit to eating and just say, oh, not all weight gain is bad weight gain. But you have to continue to say it. It might suck, it might not sound right, like you might be like, why am I even saying this? This isn't even true in my opinion, and all weight gain, that's so not true. There definitely is bad weight gain, and no, don't think about that. Just through affirmations and continuing to repeat to yourself that all weight gain is not bad weight gain is good. And I think for those of us struggling with that idea that to gain weight, we need to remember that when we gain weight this time around, when we gain it for our health, we're not only gaining weight, but we're gaining back life. Think about all the moments that you've been cheated because of the eating disorder. You've been cheated because you missed out on this, you didn't allow yourself to eat that because you were afraid of the calories or you were afraid to put on weight. And think about this as kind of your comeback. Like, Ed knocked you out and then he thinks he won the match, and then you get up and you're like, no, wait, I'm coming back and I'm gonna beat you up, you know? Because the comeback's always better than the setback. I've never had a professional meal plan before, so that's also what I'm scared of going into treatment, but I have faith that I'm gonna be okay. And I think that's very hard for us to wrap our heads around, that we are gonna be okay, but I do have faith that God has put us on this planet all for a reason, and He's already equipped us with all we need to succeed and to achieve our destiny. So whatever life throws my way, I know deep down somewhere, even though I might not feel prepared, I am, and the same goes for you, and you can do it. I'm just naming like a mini list of motives, but if any of you guys are looking for motives to recover, I know my motives currently are to be able to run again, participating in my school's cross-country camp over the summer. I definitely want to be able to be doing that, so that's a motive for me to recover. Another motive to be better, to have better relationships with my siblings and my family and my friends, to have a social life basically. Eating disorders cheat us so much from having a social life because we feel like we can't be anywhere without being judged, or we can't be out anywhere without food or without having to think about food. And once we overcome that, we can do anything. So that's another motive. Another motive, getting your period back. If you don't have your period and you're still doubting that you don't have an eating disorder, not having your period is a major sign that you might have something wrong with your eating and you're not getting enough nutrients. So being able to have a period signifying your health is so important, and especially for women that would love to have children when they're older, which I would love to have children when I'm older. So yes, getting my period is very important to me. Another one is my grades and my future. I want to go to college. I want to go to Stanford. That's a big hop, I know, for some people, but I have high ambitions for myself, and I'm not going to let this eating disorder just cheat me out and prevent me from doing all the things that I know I'm capable of. So committing to recovery and doing it will benefit me in the long run, because it's going to help me to perform better, to do the best I can, and to bring out the person I know I am inside and let her shine through and do all she knows she set out to do and what she can do. Another one would be, so I'm not afraid to be myself. By recovering from this, I'm going to embody more confidence, and I'm going to show that I'm going to be there for myself. I have faith in myself, I'd be confident in myself, and I won't be scared to be myself in front of other people. This is just a quick side note, but I also think recovery is important. In recovery, it's important to challenge yourself, obviously. But there comes to a point where challenging yourself can also be an eating disorder behavior. I've noticed for me that when I challenge myself, I make a huge deal out of it. And it's important to make a deal out of it because you're going against the eating disorder, and it's important to acknowledge that and to congratulate yourself for doing that. However, I think when it becomes unhealthy is when you make a huge deal of it to the point where you think that it's a challenge because it doesn't feel normal. What I'm getting at is that the challenge, you might be challenging yourself too. For example, let's say it's a bigger smoothie bowl, because that was a challenge for me the other week, and I committed to getting a bigger smoothie bowl at the juice place that I went to. And that was a challenge, but I made such a big deal out of it that it made me feel like it was a challenge because it wasn't something someone else would normally do. When in reality, people get that sized smoothie bowl all the time. I see people, whenever I walk into that juice place, they always have that size smoothie bowl. Me and my family are like the only ones that get the smaller size smoothie bowls. But you need to also realize that the challenges you're making are challenges to the eating disorder, not challenging what a normal person would eat. You're still eating a normal amount like everyone else when you challenge yourself, because that's what a normal person would eat. So just know that, I hope I'm making sense, but just know the difference between when you say you're challenging yourself, make sure you're challenging the eating disorder and not making such a huge deal about challenging yourself because you don't think it's normal. So, I don't really know if this video was helpful. I feel like it was kind of like a rant and something just to get off my chest to share with you guys. But if you liked it, please like and comment what you thought about it, or like if you have any extra questions, just leave a comment below. And if you're not already subscribed, I would hope that you do, and then also click the bell icon next so you know when I get videos. I'm probably going to be making more like eating disorder recovery oriented videos, along with trying to throw in some recipes in there if I get the chance. But I feel like as soon as I feel like I'm better mentally, I will then move towards making more vegan videos and helping spread that. But like I always say, and like my mom always says, you have to help yourself before you can help others. So it's very important that not only me, but you, if you're watching this and you're struggling mentally or physically or anything, know that you have a huge heart and you're so loved, and You have the power to do anything you set your mind to, but it's so, so important to take care of yourself first before you can help others, because the world needs you, and we need you to be happy, we need you to be healthy, and I just want you to realize that, and yes, that's what I wanted you to realize. So, yeah, I hope all of you guys have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. I will talk to you next time.